Hello all, and welcome back to John Bill's Iconic Military Models. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be mainly concentrating on this front part of the 123 diorama. So I've already made up the capping that's going to just sit slightly proud for all the front plankings. And then just to complete this kind of open plan, but still where you can see in it, we just have two more lines of planks. So I've made them up exactly the same as I did that section and the lower section, and they're gonna just fit. Just made a slight little tapered on this capping part. I've actually made this myself by gluing up two pieces of the walnut, and then I actually cut that one at 9mm and I cut that one at 10mm, so that gave me that little recess, and then it's going to fit on there. Then a little bit later on in the video we've got these anti-boarding railings that are going to get attached to this capping. We've got 4 of them to fit. Okay, so before I want to fit these, I've actually, you don't get it in the kit, but I've seen it in somebody else's kit where they've actually added a little LED light. So that's what I've been doing earlier. I've actually just drilled a little hole out of the planking, the top deck planking support, so I can kind of take this wire for the LED. Like I say, at the minute it's just an LED. I've not managed to source a lantern at 123 scale, so I'm still searching, but if not, I'll have to just kind of try and make one that's going to look something like. So the good thing about this is this top support deck's made out of 3 pieces of obviously laminated plywood. So the good thing is we can pretty much cut the trench directly down pretty much where the center piece of plywood's running. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by just drilling a hole all the way through. I'm going to offset it about 5mm from where that cross plank's going to go, and I'm just going to drill it all the way through. And then just following this line all the way, pretty much all the way down, I'm just going to drill some holes about 2mm deep. So now I'm just going to swap over to more of an engraving tool. So I won't show too much of this because it just sounds like a dentist drill, but all we're going to be doing is pretty much where I've just drilled all them holes. I'm just going to run this engraving tool down this line just to carve a trench like I did on that side. Okay, so that should be more than deep enough just to take these 2 wires in it here. So a little bit later on we're pretty much getting to the stage where this is complete. I can now just run a slight little piece of like a laminate wood on the top, or I could just even maybe fill it with some wood filler, because this is going to be painted white to match all this obviously interior painted. Okay, so now I'm just going to get a 1.5mm drill. I'm just going to open up the hole that I first drilled all the way through. because when we actually fit the lights, we're going to have to feed them from the bottom. So if anybody knows where I could kind of source any of these lanterns in a 1/23 scale, please let me know. So yeah, that's how they're going to be fitted. And then I'm going to go down this trench and then off to the side, and then we'll run kind of just, maybe I'll put some kind of cover plank over that as well, but we're just going to run it down this interior face and then off into the bottom somewhere. This is where we'll kind of join them all up to a battery. So I just want to get it as close to this interior wall as possible, so I'm just going to open up this space a little bit more. Just because when I want to run it down, I want to run it as close to that interior wall as possible. Just put a little bit of masking tape just to keep them in position while we continue to build. Okay, so now we can add this this forward capping. You can actually glue this into place, but I won't actually glue these next two deck planks into place. We'll put them in right at the end where we've fitted the interior lighting complete. So what I'm going to do is run some glue all the way along this front edge. And I've just added these two little like supports at the back just so I can glue onto there as well. Okay, so I'm going to lay this on. It's already been cut to size, so all I'm going to do is just make it flush with the two edges of these forward planks. And then just taking a little piece of this off cut of this 2x8 and just using it just to make sure that I get it flush right in the front face. And that's fine. Kind of just leave that 10-15 minutes for that to dry. Like I say, these will just slip in right at the end of the build. These are not interfering with anything, but it's just to make it easier that I get the access to run these cables just down. Okay, so we'll move on to these railings for the anti-boarding netting. So these actually have quite a bit of work done to these to be obviously quite a bit of filing and then polishing and straightening. So I just picked a piece of wood out the garden just so I can put these onto. So I'm just using a little bit of double-sided tape, and all I can do is just stick these on this double-sided tape. So then I just take them out into the garden and then just spray them with a little bit of black primer. So yeah, you can tell they're still going to need a little bit of work to straighten them all up, even when they've been sprayed. But yeah, just take these outside now, just give them a coat of black primer, and then we'll bring them back in. Okay, so I've let this top cap in, have about an hour to dry, so that's pretty much in its final position now. Like I say, these are just that's just floating at the minute, and then right at the end of the build, probably one of the last parts, that I'll glue on is that, and we've got some more obviously cross members to add there and a cross member to come here. So then yeah, that will probably one of the next, pretty much, yeah, I'd say pretty much the last part that I add, and it still gives us really good access to we've got still a few more things to add on this interior wall, so that's good. And the good thing is as well is I can actually still get these wires out, because like I said in the first part of the video, I'm actually going to try and make some kind of lantern. So yeah, the good thing is I can add these towards the end as well, and then pretty much run that down that channel and then seal that off. So I've painted the railings. They've been sprayed outside, but I think I'll probably give them 24 hours before I actually attach them. So I'll attach them pretty much on the next video. There's one more thing we can do in this video today, is that we can stain this top railing. So just for a bit of protection, just going to run just a little piece of masking tape on this inner edge. And then I'm just going to run a piece flush to the overhang of the cabin. Okay, so just to stain this this capping rail, I'm going to use some of this Furniture Clinic. I'm just going to use some black. So I'm just going to drop a little bit into a container. Let's get a quick shake first. Don't need a lot. And then just using probably like a 10mm brush. I'll start just to lay this on. And what I like about the Furniture Clinic is it won't hide the wood grain. The wood grain will still show through. Just start to do this front edge. On all my wooden ships now, I tend to use white wood stain rather than black paint. I just think it just looks so much nicer. And then I've just got to remember just to paint this back edge as well. Okay, so after painting that, we can just remove these little bit protective masking tapes. And that's the top capping been added. That's why that protection's on there for, is because it just keeps getting rubbed all the time. So this will have to be stained again right at the end. But like I said, there is some more work on this face to do as well for the final varnish, and then I'll finally do the final stain on that as well. But yeah, it's really coming on. I think having these interior lights will really make it stand out as well. So I've also got another part that I've been working on. I built this this pin rail. And same again, what I'll do right towards the end of the video, there's quite a few decoration parts to be fitted, and I'll fit them pretty much all at the same time. So This is video number 7, so I think I'm only going to do, I think there's about 10 videos in this series, so the next video is we'll obviously finish off the railing, and then we'll concentrate on adding the gun port lids. In another video I'm going to concentrate on just showing you how to build one of these guns, and then the final video is where we just put it all together. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all again soon.